How many incredible ideas have you left stuck on paper?
Dreams, projects, opportunities stalled by fear or the weight of others' opinions?
But I kept holding back.
Well, I took the risk, and things are unfolding in ways I never expected. Movies, TV shows, Instagram, TikTok. Everything took the place of books, which I'm trying to sell for such a long time. But there I was, an aspiring writer. What was I doing? Sending emails until my hand nearly fell off from typing.
And what happened?
Well, let me tell you everything. But first, let me introduce myself.
I'm Brian.
Maybe the new Shakespeare trying to make a living writing, or just another stubborn dreamer who refuses to accept an ordinary life. In my life, I've been a pirate, a samurai, a snowboarder, a fighter, a pimp, a tennis player, and even an authentic Cullen.
Or, as the fashion world calls me,
A model who flies budget airlines and survives on coffee and promises of payment. All until being replaced by a computer-generated AI. My job? Explore the world, wear expensive clothes I'll never be able to take home, and pose for photographers who swear this will be the shot that changes my career. Who knows?
but I confess, I like this job.
Maybe one day, I'll write something inspired by this life. A world of appearances, lavish parties, charming companions, fine drinks, and a valuable lesson. Reputation is worth more than any amount of money. And now, ironically, I may be putting my reputation at stake. As a model, I'm an unattainable figure desired by big brands. But by sharing all of this with you, I'm letting go of the illusion. Because despite the glamour and the endless hours waiting for castings and gigs, life always seemed like one big improvisation. And if there's one thing we can truly control, it's how we fail. And if I'm going to fail, then let my failures at least be unforgettable. So I decided to take the risk, to finally bring to life everything I had imagined for years. A whole world taking shape in my mind for over a decade. And now, finally, it was going to become real. A rich world building, a unique mythology, characters with untamable souls, and almost indescribable powers. Alan and his crow-colored eyes, Pan and her thirst to explore the world, the Dragon's Arena, the musical theater, and so many others. With Starly World, I could make movies, TV shows, and games. This story would shape cultures and influence generations. And me? I would be rich, free. I'd write forever. There'd be fans even for my most boring stories. Everyone will love Starly.
Everyone. Am I writing for everyone? Or just for her?
Maybe in the beginning, she was my real motivation for writing this book. Maybe I wanted to impress her, win her back. But the one fact is she left me. No final kiss, no epic fight, no grand ending to a love story. Just a cold hug, a bureaucratic wave, and messages that slowly faded away. The end. Game over. She could move on, live new stories, fall in love again. And me? I went into survival mode. I tried to keep busy, reinvent myself. Read books I didn't finish, worked out a lot, wrote like I could exorcise my pain on a paper. I tried to transpose my wounds into my own fantastic world, especially in Alan in the chapter 17. As if fiction could give some meaning to the chaos that consumed my heart. But overcoming the end without a proper burial is never easy. At first, I frequented the same places she would go. I tried to accidentally cross the same paths as hers. I mentally negotiated every possible what if. Until I realized that I was trying to write an alternative script for something
That had already ended.
And finally, when I finished the book, I even thought about sending her a message, asking what she...
No chance.
I bet she would have had the same reaction as my friends when I showed them the project. After so much revision and tweaking, I finally published it on Amazon. And guess what? No sales, no reads, not even for free on Kindle. When I talked about my stories, most praised the wild souls of this world and how interesting it was that Alan would sacrifice himself for his family. But in the end, nothing. Even the robots at Amazon were more interested in my work than the people who've known me for years. Even so, I didn't give up. I sent emails to hundreds of agencies begging for a chance. Rejection after rejection. Is my book really bad?
Or just don't know how to sell it.
But, optimism got me here. I still believe I have great stories to tell. Maybe books aren't the right way to tell my story. Maybe it's better to make Alan be heard instead of read. Or even better, only on the big screen could he truly come to life. Maybe played by Robert Downey Jr.
Let's see.
Adapt yourself to the world, not the other way around. If audiobooks are trending, why not try? Do it. Make the best audiobooks you can. If the story's boring, at least it'll serve as a lullaby for anyone stressed out. Be useful. After all, your happiness, frustrations, fantasies, worlds, and characters are begging to be recognized. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back with another video and talk about how hard it was to convince Tim Burton to give Starly more golden hues, or let Danny Elfman reinvent my Tex emotions through his amazing soundtracks. Here I am, a mind overflowing with unfinished ideas. There's still 5 more books to write about Starly World. But if you're watching this, then at least I finished something. And maybe, just maybe, this is where it all truly begins.